next topic which we are going to study today, that is about refraction of light. About refraction of light, I think you must have studied in your previous classes. First of all, you should know what is meant by refraction. Refraction means to pass through. If light ray pass through from one medium to another medium, then that method is known as refraction. But refraction of light, when we define, we will not define this like this. We define refraction in another way. I will explain this thing with the help of a simple activity. This activity has also been explained in your book. Suppose I have this rectangular glass block. It is a rectangular glass block. And suppose one ray, this is a air medium, and this is a denser medium glass. One ray AO falls on this point of the glass slab, and then when it enters the glass slab, it bends toward the normal. Look, this is the normal. You know normal is the right angle, the 90-degree angle from here. This is 90-degree angle. At this point, this is 90-degree angle. So you can see that this incident ray is, when it enters into the glass slab, it bends toward the normal. But when it leaves the glass slab, it bends away from the normal. Okay, one thing I want to make it clear. This is the these are the property which you have to keep in mind. Whenever some light rays enter from a rare medium to denser medium, when a light ray enter from a rare medium to denser medium, it always bends toward the normal. It always bends toward the normal, as it is bending toward the normal. When light ray enter from denser medium to rare medium. Now here is again rare medium, air, which is a rare medium. When light ray enters from denser medium to rare medium, denser to rare, it always bends away from the normal, like as it is the case. This is the normal. I have drawn this line, small n and dash normal. Now look at the light ray is moving away from the normal. So this is the property that whenever light rays move from denser medium to rare medium, they bend away from the normal. So according to that, this refraction has been taken place. Now what is the refraction of light? From here you can define the topic refraction of light. Actually, whenever the light ray bends, its speed slows down, or you can also say its direction and speed both are changes. So that phenomena is known as refraction of light. Whenever light rays enter from a rare medium to denser medium, both its speed and direction, are changed. So that phenomena is known as refraction of light, as I have explained to you with this simple activity. Okay, here you know AO is incident ray, and if I name this O, suppose the B, OB is the refracted ray, not reflected, refracted ray, because it is passing through. And if I name this like E, then BE is known as emergent ray, because it is going away from the medium. So this is known as BE is called emergent ray. Okay, now I have drawn here normal 90-degree angle. So you know the angle subtended by the incident ray with the normal, that is known as angle of incidence. So this is the angle of incidence, and with this angle which makes reflected ray with the normal, that is known as angle of refraction, and it is noted by R. So this is the angle of reflection, because OB is a refracted ray, and this ray making an angle with a normal, that angle is known as angle of refraction. Okay, now this angle is known as angle of emergence. You will study in your practical when you perform the practical. Okay, now we can see some of the application of refraction of light. Mostly you have seen that things which are sink in a water, which have been sink in water, seem to be slightly raised. Which are sink in the water seems slightly raised. Why they seem slightly raised up? It is because of refraction of light. Suppose I have made a rough diagram of a fish. Suppose this is a fish. Suppose this fish is like here at this point. What happens? This fish will look look to you at this point, somewhere here. Why it looks slightly raised? Because some light rays, when they come out from the fish, like suppose one light ray coming out of the water surface, it moves from the normal. Suppose this is the normal, 90-degree angle is the normal. So when light ray comes out of the water, it moves away from the normal. I have taken one light ray from this body part, and suppose second body part, light ray coming out like that. This one second light ray, and normal is here like this. Look at again this light ray, when it comes out from the denser medium to rare medium, it bends away from the normal. This is the normal, light ray bending away from the normal. This is the normal, light ray bending away from the normal. If we reproduce these refracted ray backward, if we reproduce this refracted ray backward, at what point they meet? Suppose they are meeting at this point. So at this point the body of fish will appear to us. So here the fish looks to us from outside. Actually the fish is at this point, but it seems to us that it is here, slightly raised. So this is the phenomena of reflection of light. So because of reflection of light, these things seem to us slightly raised. You can also experience this thing at your home. Suppose if you dip a pencil in a beaker or in a tub, so body of the pencil seem to be slightly raised, seem to be slightly curved. So this is also because of this phenomena, reflection of light. Okay, so there are two laws of reflection also, as I have explained to you, laws of reflection. First law of reflection is simple: incident ray, normal and reflected ray, all three lie at one point. That point is known as point of incident or inner plane. And then second is sine of angle of incidence, over sine of angle of reflection. They are constant, and it is also known as Snell's law. So this ratio of sine of angle of incidence to the sine of angle of reflection is always constant. So this is known as Snell's law, because for particular medium this value always remain constant. So this is the second law of reflection. So it means you can see that first law is same as the law of reflection, but only second point is different from law of reflection. So here second law is Snell's law. It is also known as Snell's law because sine of angle of incidence, if you take the sine of angle of incidence this value to the sine of angle of reflection to this value always comes constant, and it is known as refractive index. And this whole relation is known as Snell's law. Snell is a scientist whose name is this. So according to his name, this is also known as Snell's law. So I think the topic is clear to you. Further I will explain in my video lecture.